Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into something truly unique, a ride that fuses classic charm with modern tech. This is our full review of the 1917 VW Super Beetle Hybrid. Yes, you heard that right, a hybrid version of the iconic Super Beetle. Let's roll back the clock and fire up some bolts. Now, before we get into the nuts and bolts, let's clear up a quick fact. The 1917 in the name. It's a custom tag, not the actual production year, because Volkswagen didn't release the original Beetle until 1938. What we have here is a fully restored and retrofitted 1971 Super Beetle, nicknamed 1917 by its builder to honor vintage spirit. But under that familiar curved shell, a modern hybrid powertrain is waiting to surprise you. From the outside, the 1917 VW Super Beetle Hybrid looks like it just rolled out of a time capsule. The fenders are rounded and exaggerated, the chrome bumpers gleam, and those circular headlights still have that adorable bug-eyed stare. But take a closer look and you'll start noticing the subtle modern touches. LED halo rings in the headlights, discrete solar panels mounted on the roof, and lightweight recycled alloy wheels, a quiet nod to sustainability without disturbing the car's vintage soul. Step inside, and it's like walking into a vintage diner, with a Tesla barista. The dashboard retains its classic two-dial simplicity, but in place of analog gauges, we've got a clean digital cluster, seamlessly blending retro with modern. The seats are wrapped in vegan leather, stitched with a classic houndstooth pattern. There's Bluetooth connectivity, voice commands, and even a small heads-up display projected onto the windshield. The touchscreen infotainment system might look modest, but it's responsive, customizable, and compatible with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now let's talk performance. The original Super Beetle was never a speed demon, pushing out around 60 horsepower. But this hybrid rebuild tells a very different story. Under the rear engine lid sits a compact 1.2-liter turbocharged inline-3 engine, paired with a 50 kilowatts electric motor. Combined, they produce about 140 horsepower, more than double the original output. 0 to 60. About 8.7 seconds. Not sports car fast, but incredibly sprightly for a Beetle. The electric motor handles city cruising in near silence, while the gas engine kicks in for longer journeys or when extra power is needed. Battery range in electric-only mode sits at around 40 miles. And with regenerative braking, you're constantly topping off the battery as you drive. A full recharge takes about 4 hours on a level 2 charger. Behind the wheel, this Beetle feels more like a go-kart with attitude. The steering is tight, thanks to a modern rack and pinion conversion. The low center of gravity, thanks to battery placement, gives it excellent balance in corners. But don't worry, it still rides like a Beetle, soft, a little floaty over bumps, and just quirky enough to make every drive feel like an event. Whether you're commuting or cruising back roads, this hybrid feels surprisingly refined. Safety was never a strong suit for the original Beetles, but this